It's Friday, March 15th, and when it's Friday, you know what that means. It's time for Comics Forever. Welcome back to Comics Forever, the weekly show where I tell you about all the comics that we love that you should be reading. So now that we finally have all of the Ultimate comics that have been out so far back in stock, I want to give you guys a quick rundown on what they're all about and what issues are available currently. First of all, if you are intimidated by the fact that there used to be an Ultimate Comics and that this is connected, have no fear. They're totally different. The only connection is that the evil Reed Richards from that original Ultimate universe, that universe has been destroyed. That doesn't exist anymore. That evil Reed Richards escaped super prison and created a new Ultimates universe, and in this universe he made sure that no superheroes could exist. He prevented them all from happening before they happened. Luckily for us, life finds a way, and the heroes are starting to appear. So it's a great jumping on point. You don't have to know anything about the original Ultimate universe, and pretty much every book does a good job of telling you what you need to know about that evil Reed Richards thing that happened. So, without further ado, here are the Ultimates comics available for you. First up, we've got Ultimate Spider-Man. This one started it all. The entire internet lost its mind about this book for good reasons, because it's gorgeous, the story's incredible, it has this like really beautiful like bittersweet nostalgia for Spider-Man while still being a completely different story. In this, without spoilers, Peter has been able to like grow up. He's an adult, he's married to MJ, they have kids. He hasn't been Spider-Man this whole time, and suddenly he's given the opportunity to fulfill his responsibility, if you will, his great power. Yeah, it's well worth the hype. It's super good. Issue 1 is back in stock. This is the third printing. We also have a couple copies of number 2, but get them while they're still here, because they will disappear. Then you'll have to get the second or third or whatever printing of that. So, Ultimate Spider-Man, jump in on it. Next up, Ultimate Black Panther. So this was another one the internet lost its mind about because of the lack of availability for lack of availability for Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Black Panther sold out before it even hit the shelves. So this is the second printing of number 1, and number 2 came out as well. They both came out this week. See this guy in the background? That's the evil Reed Richards I was referring to. That's the maker. So he's relevant. But yeah, this Black Panther book is a classic, like, iconic Black Panther book. Like, it's new material, but it feels so grounded in everything that makes Black Panther so cool. And in this, Moon Knight and Khonshu of the Ultimate Universe are waging war on Wakanda. So it's heating up immediately. So make sure you get number 1 second printing and number 2 before they also sell out. And last but certainly not least, Ultimate X-Men by Peach Momoko. This one is crazy because it does not read like an X-Men comic. It doesn't read like a Western comic at all. It reads like a horror manga, which is awesome. I think this is a really cool way to get new readers into the comic book world as opposed to the manga world, because they read very differently, and this one is very approachable. X-Men can be very daunting because there's so many of them, and this first issue only has Armor in it, who you might know from Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men and ever since. She's a fan favorite, it rules. There's also a villain that might or might not be a familiar character to you X-Men fans. I don't want to spoil it, it's all a theory right now because this is it leaves you wanting so much more. It's so good. I really hope that this creates a slew of X-Men fans that would have never read X-Men or just comics in general. So make sure you grab Ultimate X-Men number 1 for a brand new X-Men universe. Thanks for joining me for this week's Comics Forever. If you need to buy any of these Ultimate comics or any other comics that we have in store, make sure you stop by BraveNewWorldsComics.com and order those for shipping or in-store pickup. You can also download the Comic Hub app and control your pull list. In fact, you should update your pull list. While you're thinking about it, give us a call or go on the app and tell us what you want, because these were so scarce because nobody told us they wanted them ahead of time. So be on the curve for the next hot book and do some pre-orders. And until next time, comics forever. No one could get their hands on it. Like, they printed not nearly enough for what the demand was. So, number one, the Joss Whedon, astonishing X-Men. Did I say Spider-Man earlier? Damn it.